Apache Joe, a mecha piloted by an elite Joe that taught itself to fly aircraft. However, the Joe is still a novice pilot. When it emerges, take it down fast. Iruken, this ocean surveillance robot was modified to attack Megaman. Try to learn the timing of its attacks. October OA. Dr. Wily modified this water quality monitoring robot. The core in its head is its weak point. Kemon. Production of this robot began in the prototype stage, but it was used anyway. It just travels in a straight path, making it a pretty low-level enemy. Giri, a mecha equipped with an anti-gravity unit. It can actually be destroyed by a certain weapon. Graviton, a gravity-surveying mecha filled with robot-destroying liquid. Destroy it with a charge shot. Crystal Joe, a mecha made from crystals by Dr. Wily. Attack it after it fires off a crystal. Kuker Q, an overhead attack mecha. Developed after Rembokun, it will readily stall its own engines and drop down. Coco, made from a stolen robot that used to be a children's toy. It's a given that the head is the weak point, right? Jet Bomb, the flying mecha that's basically an engine strapped to a bomb. The slightest touch will cause it to explode. Watch out for that explosion. New Shield Attacker. New, improved, and more annoying than ever with its ground search system. It's useless to attack it from the front. Susie G. The good old Susie from long ago has been given a gravity apparatus. Despite the improvement, though, it can't flip gravity itself. Space Metal. Its new engines have enabled it to fly through the air while simultaneously rendering it unable to fire off shots. Attack it when it stops moving. Subil, a mecha that was stolen and modified by Dr. Wily. It can be quite troublesome if you don't attack and defeat it from afar. Sumatron, a mecha that efficiently and viciously takes out intruders. It's extremely powerful, so take it out before it takes you out. Taban, a surveillance robot that in a rare turn of events was actually created by Dr. Wily himself. Although it moves slowly, its shots are quick, so watch out. Daydyne, foothold mechas used in bases. They don't have much energy apparently. Getting on one and riding it causes it to spin around. Dachon, a walking piece of artillery made to attack Megaman. It's very expensive to produce, so not a lot of them were made. The camera eye is its weak point. Tatipakan. Its shield guards it from attacks, but it's vulnerable to damage when it itself attacks. Get that charge shot ready and wait for the opening. Twin Cannon. An artillery piece with two kinds of attacks. It can fire a defensive shot to respond to incoming attacks, but it shouldn't be a problem if you keep using rapid fire. Tekyun, a ball and chain mecha with an anti-gravity apparatus installed. You'll be fine if you avoid the spiked tip. Toss Machine, originally a pitching machine for baseball practice. Honestly, it's pretty weak. Tondial, an aerial piece of artillery. It's often positioned in tricky locations, but if you avoid its shots, it shouldn't give you much trouble. Nobita, modified from a surveying robot, it's sturdy, but it has no outstanding attacks to speak of. Mounder, a guard robot for high-priority areas. It starts to attack when it detects an enemy presence. Fire back when it comes at you. Power Muscler. Dr. Wily built this as an homage to a robot in a manga he read when he was young. It can't enter narrow passages, so attack it from a safe spot. Be Bitter, made of special alloy that can become extremely thin and then revert back to its original shape. A charge shot can destroy it, even when it's hiding. Terrarian 427. Upon detecting intruders, it will give chase and explode. As long as you're careful, you'll see how weak it really is. V, a radar mecha that will report Megaman's location to other mechas. You can just jump over it without attacking. Fujin, a cleaning robot modified to shoot garbage and other things. Truly an annoying enemy if it's below you. Pucker. It's always bounding about, so it often ends up attacking allies. Destroying the head will cause the body to explode. Puckapelli, a mecha that body slams intruders. It stops just before registering enemies, so use that chance to attack. Bomb Throne, a stronger version of Rock Throne. It throws bombs. Beat it before it gets the chance. Bombier, an aerial, sediment-carrying robot modified to carry a bomb. Put up a barrier, and you'll be fine. Mausubil, a mecha used to search for Megaman. It's small, so destroy it with a charge shot. Missile, a missile that hides in pits. Its engine was made rather cheaply, so it will fall back down soon after rising. Normally, it's best to just avoid them without attacking. Metal K-1000, a freight-carrying vehicle driven by a metal. Naturally, it can only be damaged when the metal's face is visible. Metal Cannon, made from the modified base of a measuring device. Try to take it out with a jump shot and you'll take damage. Metal Mummy, it was meant to deploy tiny metals, but they only actually emerge when the main body is destroyed. Destroy it from afar. Udon, this robot was originally supposed to move around while shooting guided missiles, but its development was cancelled halfway through, so it's completely immobile. The head is always the weak point with this sort of enemy, right? Rider Joe, mechas used while taking over the Water Quality Control Bureau. Watch out when they come from behind you. Rounder, someone forgot to give this mecha attack capabilities, making it little more than an annoyance. You don't even need to bother destroying it. Lyric, the prototype of Puckapelli. Being a radar search type, it's rather slow. Take advantage of its low speed and beat it quickly. Rambakun, a robot developed after Bombardier that attacks with multiple explosives. It's over its weight capacity, so it's in a hurry to drop those bombs. Rolling Drill, a tunnel construction robot. It emerges at regular intervals, so stay on guard, even after destroying one. Rock Throne, a tunnel construction robot. You'll take damage even from the splintered bits of thrown rocks. Darkman 1, a robot made to assassinate Megaman. It's based on Darkman 2's design. The more damage it takes, the faster it gets. Darkman 2, the prototype of the Darkman series. It only uses an electromagnetic barrier, without any other notable features. Find a way to deal with the barrier, and you'll be fine. Darkman 3, the sniper mode Darkman. This one's lost the barrier, but gained the ability to jump, gain some distance, and dodge the ring beam. Darkman 4, the strongest Darkman. This one impersonated Proto-Man. Dodge its shots with short hops, and you'll win the day. Big Pets, remodeled from an amusement park guide robot. When the shutter is down over its eyes, which are its weak point, it won't take damage. Circring Q9, a giant robot that protects itself with ring-like armor. You'll take damage if you'll try to chase it too far, so wait until it comes down from above before attacking. Wily Press, a mecha made because of the fact that Megaman is vulnerable to attacks from above and below. Attack it when its hood comes off. It's not really that strong. Wily Machine 5, a machine that contains Dr. Wily's capsule. Damage it in the mouth, and it will charge towards you. Wily Capsule 2. It will vanish soon after firing off an energy ball, making it hard to damage. Don't you have a weapon that pursues enemies? Gravity Man. He can control gravity, albeit with a limited range. Attack him when you fly past each other. Wave Man. A robot made to control sources of drinking water. It's tough to dodge its jump attack after avoiding a water column. Stone Man. Made to control a mountain from which the hanging gardens could be attacked. He can't be damaged when he's falling apart. Gyro Man. Dr. Wily's limited budget is what forced him to have a propeller. he will cowardly hide himself in clouds. But if you have the weapon that plays on his weakness, he'll go down quickly. Starman, a robot who manages the satellite base. You can only damage him when his barrier is down. Chargeman, disguised as an old steam train. Isn't it annoying how you can only damage him when he's walking around? Napalm Man, a robot who protects Dr. Wily's secret munitions factory. The explosive range of his napalm bombs isn't as wide as it appears to be, so don't worry and just dodge. Crystal Man, a robot made up of crystals. His crystal eye is hard to dodge, so take him down quickly with the weapon that plays on his weakness.